Okay guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we're out here in Watford. As you can see, it says into Watford. We're in Watford town. We're in one of the car parks. This one's called Sutton. There's like 3 car parks in Watford. But yeah, none of that really matters to you guys. I was with Josh earlier, but he went home because he was hungry. He had no money to get food. I offered to give him a bit of my KFC, but he said no. I don't know why, he's a bit of a batty man. But obviously me and him recorded a video earlier today. I think it was Supermoto X tyre review. But today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to turn your bike into a wheelie bike. Now this doesn't matter if you have a Carrera or anything like that. Now without further ado, I'm going to stop wasting your time and we're going to get straight into the video. But about 60% of you are not subscribed. So if you're watching this video and the subscribe button is red, turn it grey by clicking it right now. Also drop a like. If this video gets 20 likes, then I don't know, I'll let one of you guys decide what video you want me to do next. But if not, then I'll just decide myself. But drop down in the comments what video you guys want to see, because obviously I want to make videos that you guys want to see, because you're my viewers and that's all that really matters to me, making videos that you guys want to see. Because obviously I don't want to be making videos that nobody enjoys and you find it all boring, because that's just pointless, isn't it? Me making a video that everyone finds boring. So drop down in the comments what videos you want to see, and we're going to get straight into a video of me teaching you guys how to turn your bike into a wheelie bike. You may be thinking that this is the same as the video that I made, which was top 5 wheelie parts to turn your bike into a wheelie bike. Now this is nothing to do with parts, this is more how to set up your bike. So you're not going to need to spend any money, like you might want to, because some parts are obviously better and make your bike easier for wheelies. But this video this is more how to set up your bike and what kind of like how you can set it up, like by adjusting your parts and stuff like that. So it's not really anything to do with buying parts in particular, it's more to do with how to set up your bike and like what kind of things you should do to your bike to make it wheelieable, I suppose. So let's get straight into it. Okay guys, now the first thing that I'm going to say is you want to tilt your seat. As you can see by my seat, it's not too tilted at the moment, but I usually have my seats more tilted than this. So the way you do it is, some of them, mine has 2 bolts here, and you loosen the front one and you you tighten the front one a lot and you have the back one loosened. And you tighten it as much as you can. The more you tighten it, the more tilted it is. Now the reason you want your seat to be tilted is when you're doing combos and stuff like that, you're going to feel like your bike's more flat. Because if your seat is flat, then you're going to feel like you're slipping off the back, and obviously we don't want anyone slipping off the back of their bikes, because that's going to hurt, especially if your legs hit the tyres, which you don't want to do. So first step is to tilt your seat, and obviously even if you're just learning how to wheelie in a straight line, if your seat is tilted, it's going to make it feel like you're riding the bike a bit more normal than if your seat's tilted up. Now another thing I will say about the seat is when you're learning to wheelie, this isn't really if you're doing combos. If you're doing combos, you should have your seat the whole way down, because if your seat's the whole way down, obviously it's going to make it much easier to combo and stuff like that. But if you are learning to wheelie and you still can't wheelie properly, then you might want to put your seat up a bit higher, because it's just going to feel like you're more upright, and some people find that easier to learn to wheelie. I did that when I first started to learn. So the first tip is adjust your seat. Now the second tip is going to be adjusting your brake. I would recommend you get a hydraulic brake. If you have V brakes, then you can get HS33. If you've got discs, then you can get Shimano Dior. I did a whole video on deciding what brake you want for your bike and the wheeling. Like when you're wheeling, what kind of brake you want. That was 2 videos ago. So you can, after you finish watching this whole video, you can go check that video out to find out what wheelie brake you want for your bike. So me personally, I have a Shimano Dior. Now it's not just about what brake you have, it's also about the height you have it at. Mine's way too far down at the moment. As you can see, my brake's basically vertical. I'm probably going to change that. I don't know why it's so far down, but it is. I'd recommend you don't have it all the way up though, because that is going to, if you fall off or something and your finger gets stuck, you could like end up breaking it or something like that. I have heard of people doing that kind of thing. So you're going to want to make sure your brake isn't all the way down, but isn't all the way up, somewhere about like here, a bit higher than what I have it. But it's more about personal preference, because when I used to ride, I had my brake quite high up at the beginning. But it's personal preference where you have it, but you want to adjust the brake to what feels comfortable for you when you're doing a wheelie. The third tip that I'm going to be telling you is how to have your bars. Some people have their bars really far forward, some people have them far back. I have mine quite central. I think it's the most comfortable position to have it in. Obviously, this is more to do with bikes like SE bikes and C2s and Mafia bikes, stuff like that, because if you have MTB bikes, you adjusting what way round it isn't going to affect it too much, but there is like the right way to put it on. But that's completely different thing. If you've got an MTB, then you should probably watch a video on how to put on MTB bars, because you should have that central. You shouldn't be like messing around having it at a different angle. But when it comes to BMX bikes and SE bikes and stuff like that, you can kind of have your bars further back or further forward. It depends what you find easier. Some people like having them further back because they say it feels easier for leg over bar tricks. For me personally, I like having mine nice and central like this, and that's my personal opinion. You should find out what feels best for you, but that is a good tip, because your bars might be way too far forward or way too far back, and it's going to be throwing off your balance completely. So make sure you've gone over that and you make sure it's nice just how you like it. Another thing, this is step number 4. Now, this isn't for bikes with single speeds as such. If you have a geared bike, you want to see what gear you feel best in wheeling, especially if you're learning how to. If you've already learned how to do wheelies, then this might not be as big of a deal, because like sometimes if you're doing no hands and stuff like that, you want it to be on a low gear. If you're doing combos, then you might want it to be on a higher gear, because obviously you want to get more speed, because speed in combos is very important, so that you don't slow down completely at the beginning. But if you have a single speed bike, this isn't going to affect you too much, but I would recommend that you make sure the cranks ride nice and smooth. As you can see, mine are smoother than they were making a couple creaking noises. But if your bottom bracket starts creaking, don't feel scared to just take it off and grease it up. There's loads of videos on the internet, depending on what cranks you have, to try and fix your bottom bracket if it is creaking. You might not need to get a new one, you might just need to put some grease in it like I did, put a bit of oil in it, all that good stuff, because you want that part of your bike to be riding nice and smooth and feeling nice and good for what you like, because if that's feeling all weird, then that's going to disadvantage you a lot from learning how to wheelie and like just comboing in general. Like, you want those cranks to be nice and smooth no matter what bike you're on. So that is step number 4. Okay guys, step number 5 is going to be mostly to do if you have already learned how to wheelie and you are comboing. If you're on frame, you want to be putting grip tape here, because if it gets wet, we're in England, I don't know what country you're watching this video from, but in my country it's always raining, and you want to have a bit of grip tape on your frame, because if you don't have grip tape on your frame and it gets all wet, your feet are just going to slip off it. Now, me personally, I ride an SE bike, so it's got pegs. Now, I already did a grippy peg rack review. After this video, you can go watch that as well. But if you got pegs, you want to make sure you've got some grip tape on them. See, I got grip tape on both sides. I also stand on here. Anywhere you think you're going to be standing on in your combos, you want to put grip tape there, because nobody likes slipping off their bike, because that can end up going really bad. So make sure you've got grip tape on your bikes where you need it. I should put a bit of grip tape on my cranks, because sometimes I do stand on them, but right now I haven't done that because I haven't got any grip tape spare. But you want to make sure that you've got grip tape where you're standing, no matter where it is. If you're on frame, obviously, most important place is putting it here. So that is step number 5. Okay guys, I went over the top 5 tips and tricks that I thought of myself for wheeling. Now, this is me personally. There might be some other things that you guys might want to adjust on your bike, but that's all that I could think of, which I think is really necessary that you do to your bike. But obviously there is other little things that people like to adjust, that just make it better for them, because obviously most of it is personal preference, because you don't want to be making a wheelie bike for someone else. You want to be making your wheelie bike for yourself, so that you learn to wheelie the best that you can. That's all I want to help you guys do, is I want to help you all learn to wheelie as good as me one day. I mean, I know I'm not the best, but I guess some people could say that I am quite good at what I do. Obviously there's a lot of people that are better than me, but I have been riding for quite a few years, so I do know a lot of good tips and tricks on how to learn how to wheelie. If you want to go and watch a couple other of my videos, then you might be able to gauge a bit more on the best way for you to start learning to wheelie, especially if you can't wheelie yet. But I do make a bunch of other fun videos. I make a bunch of bike review videos, part review videos, stuff like that. If you're interested in getting any new parts for your bike, or maybe even interested in getting a new bike, most likely I have a review on the bike that you're looking at getting on my channel. If you want me to review any other bikes or any other bike parts, put it down in the comments, because I know a lot of people that ride, so I could probably find most of these parts and bikes. So thank you for watching the video. If you did like it, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss when I post, because obviously you want to be one of the first people to watch my videos, and you don't want to miss any of the videos that I post, because obviously I post banging content. You already know the vibes. So thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.